Good evening, guys. It's me and my hot cocoa again. As cold as it's been getting, I haven't felt like tea or coffee, or I love hot cocoa on days like this. And that's the focus of today's video is I'm hoping this week everybody stays safe, because from Wednesday night to Saturday morning we are under a freeze warning. We're supposed to drop 9 below zero. Thursday night is supposed to hit -9, and from Thursday to Saturday the wind chills could get up to -30. So I've got to go up and check my mail tomorrow, and then I won't be checking it again until Saturday, because I'm not going to get out in that. I can't, because I have to go out and go up the hill and out to the road to check my mail. And I'm not going out there and walking in that -30 degrees weather. Whatever mail I get tomorrow is going to be it for me until Saturday, unless somebody comes by to visit and they check my mail on their way down. So I do have a couple of friends that do that. They'll stop at my mailbox and then drive on down to the driveway, so they know that when it's really cold, I don't walk up there. But that's very seldom in between. So I could have $1 million check sitting up there, and it's going to sit there till Saturday, because it ain't worth almost losing my life just to go check that mail. Which reminds me, I hope everybody that I sent Christmas cards out to gets theirs, and I'm really ashamed to say I've got at least 3 people that is probably not going to get their cards till after Christmas, and the reason being, I stacked them up when I went to the post office last week to get these mailed out. When I got in the car, I just kind of stacked them all in the seat next to me, and by the time I got to the post office, I just grabbed them, went in, and got them in the mail, got them out. And last night I went up to make sure everything in the garage was locked up and sealed up with this cold air coming, and I found 3 of the Christmas cards where when I put them on the seat, I guess I'd turned the corner or something, and 3 of them had slid off and slid down between the passenger door and the seat, and I didn't see them. So, and I still have 2 other cards to make, so I guess I'm just, and there's no way I can get them to you before Christmas, and I'm really sorry. So I'm just going to wait and mail them all out together. And I'm sorry I don't pay much more attention than I did. But for all of you who get your cards, I hope you enjoy them. I put a lot of love and work into them. Then I got to start on making a few New Year's cards, and then it's going to go to what's next? Valentine's Day, then St. Patrick's Day, and then Easter. So, if I make cards for every holiday, it's going to keep me pretty busy. And, I'm not going to make sure I get one out every little holiday, but I really enjoy making the cards, and so I do want to get them out. And Nona Grace, she loved the card I made her, and it made me feel really good. It made me feel like it wasn't a waste of time. So anyway, but I hope everybody takes heed to this weather coming in, because I've heard in some places the temperatures are going to get 23 minus, and that's very, very dangerous. I mean, we're only going to be -9, but our wind chill is going to get up to -30 degrees. So at -23, can you imagine what their wind chills are going to be? They're going to be closer to they're going to be closer to -30 to 40 degrees. That's very dangerous. Make sure you check all your water lines. That's something I got to do. I got to go out tomorrow and make sure all of my outside water faucets are wrapped up and the water hoses are off from them, which they should be, but I want to double check. And make sure you let your water drip. The last thing you want to do is wake up to frozen water pipes. So make sure you let your water run the size of the lid of pencil, and that will keep your water pipes from freezing up. But I just want everybody to stay safe and stay warm. Make sure you check on your neighbors, your friends, elderly people that you know that are alone. Make sure you check on them. It's just a phone call. It doesn't cost you anything but a phone call. If you know your home isn't going to be safe for that kind of weather, Christmas is coming up. If you're planning on going somewhere for Christmas, go now and stay until, Monday or something when it starts warming back up a little bit. Because if you don't go, there's going to be a chance you may not get to go if you wait too late. Nobody wants to be out there in minus 30 degree weather, driving around or flying around or whatever. I know I don't want to. It scares me to death to be on a plane when it's raining. I can't imagine what it'd be like being on a plane when it's that cold and ice gathers up on everything. My life is worth more than that. So, make sure you check the chains on your cars if you need them. Check the antifreeze, your oil, all that before you go somewhere. If you have a long way to drive, make sure that you have blankets, pillows, stuff like that in your car, flashlights, things that if you get stuck somewhere or break down somewhere and your car won't start so you can't run the heater, make sure you have blankets to wrap up. Just stay safe. We don't need to be losing anybody right here at just a couple of days before Christmas, which we don't need to lose anybody at any time, but it would just be horrible, horrible to lose someone just a couple of days before Christmas because of the weather. And I can tell you right now, I'm staying home. I will spend Christmas alone. I'm not getting out in this. My family lives almost 60 miles away from where I'm at, and that's how. And I don't drive that far usually, so that's why it's so hard on me when they invite me to parties and stuff like that. Because it's a 60-mile drive one way for me to get to their house, and so I'm just going to be here, trying to stay warm, keeping an eye on all my pipes and making sure things are okay here, because we very, very, very seldom get below zero here, ever. If it hits that 9 below zero come Thursday night, it's only going to be the second time in 20 years that I can remember that it ever got below zero here. And I don't know how many videos I'm going to get out this week, because I've got so much other stuff with this kind of weather coming in that we're having to rush to get done. Things around my house and working with the church and trying to get stuff done that we haven't gotten done yet. And now we got to rush to get things done because nobody wants to be out in that kind of weather. So everybody, stay safe, stay warm. Make sure you double check all your travel plans before you leave that driveway. Check everything. Check on whoever's house you are going to. Call ahead of time and say, I'm leaving right now, and we will be there at bum, bum, bum. That way, if you're not there expected time, then they know something could have happened. So, stay safe, stay warm, and have a very Merry Christmas. I was going to do a Christmas song for you guys called Ding-a-ling the Christmas Bell, but with all this other stuff coming up, I didn't have time to sit down and get it done.